Warning, censorship. Warning, censorship. Warning, censorship.
You know, the unemployment rate in Canada is almost 10%. Businesses just ordered shut down. It's no one's fault that their job has been banned. Politicians have banned those jobs. That's one of the reasons it's so demoralizing. People want to work. People want to go out to restaurants and shops, but they're just not allowed to by politicians. Those politicians, though, they don't seem to want to work very much. Every parliament, every court, every teachers' union seems to be in some sort of a half capacity. Justin Trudeau declined to go to Parliament, declined to hold Parliament for months at all. And yet here's the incredible thing. They are set to give themselves a pay raise tomorrow. April Fool's Day, what a symbolic day. Every MP, every cabinet minister, every senator, and the Prime Minister himself are getting a pay raise just because they can. And here to join us to talk about it is our friend Franco Terrazzano, the director for Alberta of the Taxpayers Federation. You can find out more about them at taxpayer.com. Franco, I can almost not believe it. They're actually giving themselves a pay raise. A year of disasters, a year of job losses, unemployment, a deep recession, absolute failure on policies. If you believe in the vaccines, good luck to you. You can't even get one. And they're giving themselves a pay raise?
Well, doesn't that just boil your blood? I mean, our members of parliament, you would think that they would know that this severe economic downturn would be the worst possible time for them to be padding their pockets with a pay raise. But a pay raise is exactly what they're going to be getting. And the CTF estimates that for your basic member of parliament, it'll be about an extra $3,000. For the prime minister, it'll be about an extra $6,000. And I think what really makes this a tough pill to swallow for taxpayers is that our politicians in Ottawa are already extremely well paid. Your backbench MP is making over $180,000. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is raking in well north of $300,000. Mm-hmm. And you know what? For those struggling taxpayers who have taken a big pay cut, who may have lost their job, who may have seen their savings evaporate before their very eyes, or may have lost their business, it's really going to feel like a slap in the face.
Yeah. You know, I'm looking at your press release on this subject at taxpayer.com, and I didn't know this, that these automatic pay raises, the MPs actually, and this was, I guess, when Stephen Harper was the Prime Minister, they stopped the automatic pay raises after the 2008-2009 recession. So things were bad, and the MPs and senators at the time thought this is just unseemly. Well, the disaster in the economy that we're facing now, I think by many measures is worse than the 2008 Great Recession. And have you seen any MP or senator of any party say, I'm opposed to this? I mean, we know the Liberals like the dough. We know the NDP likes the dough. But how about even on the Conservative side? Has anyone said, I think we should maybe reconsider this? Have you heard any of that?
You know, we've received some correspondence from about, last time I checked, was about 90 members of parliament, either saying that they oppose this or saying that they're going to donate that money to charity. And, you know, well, that's all fine and dandy to donate it to charity, but this is still going to be increasing the burden on taxpayers, right? We want them to stop these automatic pay raises. And to your point, I mean, there's precedent for this. Under the Harper government, in response to the 08-09 recession, they stopped the automatic pay raises. And you know what? We've seen politicians around the world step up to the plate for taxpayers. Almost immediately when COVID-19 touched down, we saw New Zealand, the prime minister, the minister, and even top bureaucrats take a 20% pay cut. Why? To show solidarity with the struggling taxpayers who are signing their paychecks. So that's what we should be seeing here in Canada, and there's really no excuse for it. And I just need to bring up one other point here, and that's the fact that this is going to be the second pay raise during the COVID-19 downturn for our members of parliament in Ottawa.
Yeah, that's right. They did it right in the onset of the lockdown. You know, when you mentioned that about a quarter of MPs have said, oh, I swear I'm going to give mine to charity, I really am. Well, first of all, how do we know if they do? Prove it. They can say, that's pretty easy to say. As you point out, even if they do, we're still paying taxes for that, but they would get the tax credit. You donate money to charity, you get a credit for that, for donating to a charity. So I'm not impressed with it. And we know that they can stop it. They're not helpless. They don't want to stop it. I just think it's gross. And frankly, for the 2% or 3% raise they're giving themselves this year, why not take a moral stand? Surely that's worth more than a few $1,000 to them. I don't know. I'm just disappointed. That's an excerpt from my daily show, the Ezra Levant Show. Every day I do a monologue on the news of the day, then I interview an interesting guest, and then I read my hate mail. You gotta subscribe. Go to rebelnews.com.